Welcome to Granny Shifting. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason.
And this is minute 47 of The Fast and the Furious.
And the last minute ended with Hector in Harry's purchasing some car parts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess the scene cuts then to the mysterious neon sign, El Gato, and it pans down in this minute.
Oh.
El Gato Negro.
Negro, yeah.
So,
it's the black cat.
The cat black.
That's not how it works in Spanish.
You don't tell me how it works in Spanish.
I do apologize. So we got the black cat. And I'm trying to figure out what kind of establishment this is.
So, do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, that'd be great.
This is the Fast and Furious director saying, all right, we need a warehouse. And then right behind the warehouse, we need a party. So here's another warehouse. Let's put some neon signs on it. Because that is just a beat up warehouse, right?
This front part, it's like the back part is a warehouse. It's got a big garage door. The front part, I guess it's a bar. I'm going to say I see a pool table on the inside.
Yeah, I guess that's what it's supposed to be. But they're like folding chairs and card tables with candles. I always get them candles.
Yeah, with the little red candles.
And Honda
the tables,
Civics.
Is this cha-cha-chas?
Maybe this is cha-cha-cha. Is there food everywhere? Food all over?
But there are cars everywhere. There's not food everywhere, but there's cars everywhere, people everywhere.
And they're all Honda Civics. Is there any non-Honda Civics out?
There's a Mitsubishi.
Okay, there it is.
I totally forgot about those chrome taillights. You do not see those anymore.
You know that?
But that was like the first thing you got to make your car fast.
That rear end there looks like your brother's rear end.
It sure does.
Ross had that same setup on his Integra. So it's a black Eclipse, but it has the nice curved spoiler with the chrome taillights.
Yeah.
And Ryan's brother, Ross, had a black Integra. That thing was sweet.
It was.
I was really excited about that car when he got that. But yeah, it had the nice curved rear spoiler and chrome Integra taillights.
Yeah. That's exactly what I thought when I saw it. At first glance, thought it was an Integra, but it's not. I don't think so. So, yeah, we get
that girl, man. So
legs for days.
We get a pan up on these legs. This girl been skipping leg day.
The island belonging to South Korea.
What just happened?
I don't know. The echo just made a noise.
Something
it's always listening.
I don't like that.
Should we turn it off?
Echo.
Shut down.
Will she tell you if she turned off?
I think the only thing you can do is unplug her.
Yeah.
Before she takes over your house.
It's really hard to tell when they're turned on or turned off. They don't actually verbally tell you.
Right. Like most
You just
things.
have to read the signs.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So we got Hector here. He's having a good time.
Yeah, he's like bobbing ladies' heads
got a girl
around.
on each arm.
That's
That's the way to roll.
That's not my kind of bar, I'll tell you what.
So then we panned across the street. And it does say let's say Hector's on the sign there.
Okay, so that's his spot.
This is Hector's warehouse.
He's the man. I bet that's his bar. El Gato Negro is Hector's bar across from his warehouse.
Yeah. And maybe this is the Nyrus circuit inside of here. What is the Nyrus circuit?
I don't know. I don't know if that ever comes back up.
It doesn't. No. So we got Brian. He turns his lights off as he's driving down this back alley.
Right, but Brian's in his bright red Ford Lightning.
Yeah. So first of all, how many Ford Lightnings are there driving around? Second of all, it's got the company name on the side of it.
Yeah. But yeah, he pulls him behind a warehouse, and you can assume like, all right, he's on the other side of Hector's party.
Right.
And now he's
because you can actually in the video that we're watching, you can't hear it. And on the podcast, you can't hear it, but we hear the music in the background. You can still hear the party music where Brian's at.
It's, what they call it? The subtitles called it man
rapping in Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Spanish rap.
I haven't heard that song, Man Rapping in Spanish.
Oh, that's the band.
Oh.
It's a great band.
Okay.
Look them up. Spotify.
So you know something unscrupulous is going to go down because of the leather jacket.
Oh, right.
I haven't seen Brian wear a leather jacket.
It's like a baggy leather jacket, too.
I know. I think he borrowed it from someone. What do you think?
It's warm.
He's like,
well
all I
warm.
have is white tees. Is there anything I can borrow from you? That's Harry's, maybe even Dom's. Dom
Oh
would.
man, I don't think Dom would give him a leather jacket yet, but
They're not
he's
that good of friends.
scaling the building. So he climbs up a wall guard. There's a perfectly placed container, and then all of a sudden he's on the roof.
I always think about how convenient it is in movies. Is it that I never look at a situation and wonder how to get like over the fence or on top of the roof, and in movies they do that, or is it just easier in movies? I feel like you are someone that does look at situations that way. Because
know.
you're often trying to get places that you shouldn't get. And you're like, how could we do
I will
that?
take that as a compliment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weren't you just like on the roof of your shed not that long ago? Or you're not your shed, your garage?
Yeah, I do that sometimes.
You have to like scale the tree and walk on the branch.
Yeah,
over
to
the
get
roof.
on the roof of my garage, I just climb the tree and get on it with a leaf blower, so I can blow like debris off, and
Yeah.
or I'll just blow the gutters out to get like all the junk out of the gutters.
That's a good idea.
It's not worth like getting a ladder out. I can climb a tree and do it.
I can't climb a tree though. I'm not young and spry like you though.
That's true. I love when people at work tell me that.
What, that you're young?
Like they're complaining about back issues or whatever, and then they're like, "Oh, you're just young." I'm like, "I'm not young. You're just unhealthy."
That's true. I definitely am that.
Are
But
you unhealthy?
I eat vegetables, so that'll do it.
That's
That's reason to be unhealthy.
That's right. When are you gonna switch over to the
Carn-
heavy on the meat?
Carnivorous diet.
Yeah.
I don't know. See, the only carnivores that I know of are extinct. Dinosaurs.
What?
What other carnivores are there? Solely carnivores.
Lions.
Lions don't eat any greens.
They'll occasionally consume like grass by
Hmm.
mistake, but it doesn't bother them. But
So
they can't
is-
digest it.
The stuff that you would get from vegetables, and this has to do with Fast and Furious.
Oh,
The
yeah.
stuff that you would get
Okay.
from vegetables, you just get from eating the meat that eats the vegetables.
Every nutrient your body needs, it stores somewhere. Right? So by eating animal meats, you can get every nutrient your body needs from the animal.
Mm.
The point is to eat all the animal, though. Well, and some people would argue that. There's carnivores that eat only steaks, like just muscle meat. But in general, they say to do it healthy, you should be eating nose to tail eating.
Wow. Interesting.
Organ meats and
So
yeah.
on our other podcast, you were talking about that you had tongue for the first time,
Yes.
cow tongue, and you enjoyed it.
Yes.
Well, tonight we were going to a Mexican restaurant,
Ooh.
Tres Hermanos,
Oh, that place is good.
El Gato Negro, for the after party.
For the drinks, dessert.
No, but they had a list of meats that you could have in your burrito, and one was la lengua, which,
yeah.
as far as I know, is Spanish for the tongue.
Yeah.
Or tongue meat. So I assume there's tongue meat in the burrito. And Mel's like, "Oh, you should get it." I was like, maybe I should get something different.
That's like pretty common. In fact, my aunt, when she was going to make us this cow tongue, was going to make cow tongue tacos.
Okay.
But I wanted to like just eat the cow tongue because I never had it before. I wanted to see what it tasted
Right.
like by itself. So I thought like you can put like anything in a taco, and then you put all that stuff with it, and it just tastes like a taco.
Right.
You could probably skip the meat. There's probably like vegan tacos.
Yeah. At Chipotle, they have sofritas. That is tofu, which we had one time.
Which is made from soy, right?
Yes. So
High in estrogen.
high, very high. Yeah. Yep. So.
Is that why your voice is so high pitched?
Right. All right. Back to the show. We got Brian. He's running along the building. We got some good videography here with the shadow. I appreciated how the shadow like started really big and then like came in to meet the side
it's
of
like
him.
really good like effects.
Yeah. How many times did they have to do this scene with like the DeWalt work lights shining at the side of the building?
Like 10 feet to the right of the scene is like the like Windstream trailer and like all the people sitting in their chairs and yeah.
Run it again. He just like keeps having to run across this building. I wonder if he's on top of a building for real.
Yeah, I think he is because there's an HVAC unit on the roof there. You can see
They could
it's a
have been
rooftop
ground, and he's just like, "Oh, well, let's stick a fake HVAC unit on top of the ground."
Until you lay all that rubber, it's probably easier just to put a camera up on top of the
Probably.
roof. Yeah. But yeah, the scene ends. The minute ends with it flashing to like an overhead look at El Gato Negro. So you get the impression he's doing a little spy here.
Mm-hmm. A little espionage. Isn't that like a fancy term for spying?
I don't know that. Hey Siri, what does espionage mean?
Espionage means the practice of spying or of using spies, typically by governments to obtain political and military information.
Okay.
And he works for the government, doesn't he? He works for the government, doesn't he? The police department is the government, isn't
I'm sorry. I just got a weird text. Can we talk about this?
Yeah, we
All right.
must.
So I just got a text message just now. It says, "Hi, are you available to shoot video of BGAMEAX, so B Game Ax at 6 o'clock? No, sorry, at 600 Howard Ave, Burlington, California, USA." I'm like, what? And then I realized I think I just deleted it. I have this app. It sounded really cool, but it's called Stringer, and you get like they'll send you notifications when there's an event that you're nearby, and then you can videotape the event with your phone.
Right. I've heard of this.
And then you sell it to them. And like I was reading, people are like, "Oh yeah, they pay me $50 for
Right.
it." Like if there's
Like
a car
news,
accident,
like
yeah,
news people buy it from you.
right. So it's just like there's people everywhere if they have people in the area. So I just got.
And you were in California recently.
Maybe that's how they knew it, but I had the app on my phone for, probably half a year and never got a single notification, so I deleted it like 2 weeks ago. But now I got a text message, which is weird. Do you think I should text them back?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think so.
That's kind of weird. Anyhow.
You're going to get a text that's saying, by responding to the first text, you have agreed to,
Right.
and there's going to be some long thing.
Maybe I can come up. What is, I should like look that up at least. B Game AX. B Game AX. B Game AX.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't. GameX. High-tech and classic arcade games with pub, grub, full bar, and view of Centennial Olympic Park.
Oh, so it's like Buster and, what is it? Charlie and Buster's? Dave and Buster's.
Nope, that one's in Georgia. Guess we need the address. 600 Howard Ave. But you're going to have to cut this all out. This is getting unrelated. So we're in the last second of the minute.
And Brian sees everything that's going on with the El Gato. And you were asking before about if there are any non-Hondas here. We saw the one Mitsubishi. I see another Mitsubishi up here, a yellow one in the corner.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's all I see. The rest are Hondas. Del Sol, Civic.
What's that yellow car?
This
there?
one here?
Yeah.
It's a Civic, isn't it?
The taillights don't look right to me.
They look a little small.
Yeah.
Mazda Protege 5.
Yeah, I was like, what, the Protege wagon or something?
Yeah. But,
yeah.
Yeah. So I guess we'll see what's going on here. What Brian finds out in the next minute. But that is the end of minute 47.
Yeah, we better cut it short because I got to drive 2,448 miles to
take a video.
Shoot this video for this text messenger. Okay.
We can be like the TikToks. Do you watch TikTok? I mean, do you have TikTok?
No. Is that like a real app?
Yeah. So there's like...
Do I need to join that?
No, I have it because there are some funny videos on it. I haven't created a video with it. But a lot of times they're like people who have like a big following. They'll do these videos. They're like clickbait, where it's like, oh my goodness, we're in my grandparents' basement, and there's a crack in the floor. There's a false floor here. It like shows them like moving a rug, and there's like a door that opens, and like, oh my goodness, they didn't even know this was here. And they like open the door and like start to go down to the basement where no one's ever been for like the last 180 years.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my word, they act like they like run out of time. They're like, see part 2 to see what happens, and that's when the movie ends. But like,
okay,
that's where the video ends.
Right.
And so like that just makes you want to go to their page then, because you're like on the front page, you're like flipping through videos, and then that one happens. Yeah.
Did you just make all that up on the spot, or did this actually happen?
No, it's happened to me several times.
With the floor,
different
grandma's house.
Another one was
But that was an actual video you watched.
Right, that was one. Another one was they were redoing some plumbing, and they found this canister. It looked like an old flour container, and there was something on the inside, and they were like shaking it. They were like trying to clean it all off, and they said, "See part 2 to see what's inside."
And then what?
And then I scrolled to the next video. I didn't watch it.
You didn't go to their profile to find out what it was?
No, because the first one,
terrible clickbait then, right?
The first one
you
with the floor, I went to their profile, so I was like, I do want to see this. That was their latest video. That was the latest one they had. So
is it just like Vine or Instagram? What videos?
I'm not even 100% sure, but I know a lot of it's to music. Vine wasn't really to music. I mean, necessarily it could be, but these are more than 6 seconds long. So
the whole time they're like moving the rug or whatever, opening the trap door, there's music in the background.
I can't remember, but a lot of it is like people like dancing or mouthing to music while they're doing whatever.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like middle schoolers.
Yeah, lots of middle schoolers, but
yeah. Should we? I don't know how's our middle schooler following. Pretty strong.
I don't know.
Maybe we need a TikTok.
Our biggest audience is the 13 to 17-year-olds.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Analytics.
Well, thank you, teenagers.
Yeah. The problem is that's on Instagram.
Okay.
The problem is the people who listen to podcasts the least are 13 to 17-year-olds.
So we're reaching out to a dying demographic.
A non-existent demographic.
No, but I mean our demographic is dying. The new generation isn't going to support us.
Right. But
man, we need to be captivating.
Well, see what happens next minute. See part 2.
Yeah,
see
what's
happens.
he spying on? What's he trying to figure out?
All right, thanks for listening. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason.
And remember,
winning's winning.